Hello and welcome to Motoring World's YouTube channel. Now we have the Sierra EV with us. It's been a couple of months since the Sierra was revived by Tata Motors. The Sierra has been a 90s icon we've all lusted after it. Tata Motors have successfully brought it back. It's been about 8 months since it had its blockbuster launch and the whole nation was talking about this car. Everyone was on social media posting about it or even trying to catch it on the road. Now it's been some time and Tata have introduced the all-electric version. They put a whole ton of features and the feature that I liked the most was that it offers quad-wheel drive, or in normal speak it comes with all-wheel drive, so you can actually take it off-roading. We're here in Coimbatore to drive this car. Join us as we explore this place and the car. The first thing we got to talk about when talking about the Tata Sierra EV has to be design. The regular Sierra already blew us away with the design and Tata have not strayed too far away from the electric version. All you see missing up front is the grille and Tata have given it a much cleaner look, being an all-electric vehicle. Martin and his team at Tata Motors have really designed a great car. You can see the iconic silhouette of the Sierra over here. It's visible and it pays tribute to the original icon. Now they've done it quite cleverly. Although the original one had a curved glass over here, but Tata have done some nice trickery with finishing over here. They made this a black finish to give you that illusion that this pays tribute to that original car. And right around as you go around the car, there are a whole bunch of details that make this a real good design special. And you can really take some good design, clean surfaces, good finishing. And what I personally like is a bold look that it has up front. It still has that nice ruggedness. Even the wheel arches are kind of squarish, so it also makes it feel a little more rugged. Now let's get the details of this switch. So many details. Now you can extrude speed over here. I have the bonnet of the Sierra EV open and you'd expect me to talk about charging figures, power, etc. But we'll get to that soon. Let me show you, it has a frunk up front for storing, putting your charging cables, etc. Now let's move on to the performance aspects. Now Tata are offering the Sierra EV in two battery pack options. One is a 60 kilowatt hour battery pack and the other one is a larger capacity 75 kilowatt hour battery pack. Now that larger capacity battery pack offers a claimed AIA range of 665 kilometers on a single charge. But Tata are being more realistic by saying that this car will actually do real world range of 510 kilometers to 530 kilometers. Now we're in Coimbatore, we'll be putting that out to the test. And now let's move on to the performance side of it. This electric motor produces 313 bhp and the torque figure is what really caught my eye. It produces 503 Newton meters of torque and that's a massive amount of torque from an SUV of this size. It can really send it down the road. And the best part of all, which is why I am smiling, is that this car gets quad wheel drive, or in layman's terms, it comes as an all-wheel drive system, so you can definitely take it off-roading. We've been driving the Sierra EV in Coimbatore and we've driven it on highway stretches, off-road terrain, and the car has really impressed us. Main for me is the refinement. It's a very refined product, nothing rattles, nothing squeaks. Now that's the advantage of going all electric, and that's where Tata Motors have really done well with the Sierra EV. It gets that 75 kilowatt hour battery pack that gives it a decent range. And I have to say, this is one of the first Tata cars that has been calibrated quite well in terms of range. How much you've been driving, the battery's been depleting approximately the same amount and the calibration has been done pretty well. Now let's move on to the driving aspect. Going electric means you get that instant torque and that's what the Sierra EV delivers. It's approximately 500 Newton meters of torque and you're pinned back into the seat. It also accelerates really well. And all this is done via Tata Motors quad wheel drive technology. That driving on the highway has really impressed me, as taking those long sweeping turns, you have a sense of confidence that the car really grips. Not only that, you also have a very planted feeling that's given the fact that this is electric and the battery pack's down below. So you have a sense of security. The car feels planted on those highway stretches. And the best part of all, when we were driving in Coimbatore city, even in stop and go city traffic, the car was quite easy to drive. It's an effortless driving experience, be it off the road or on road. And off road is where it really shone, especially given the amount of torque that it had to offer. And Tata have given it some very good driving modes. Now it does have a rocket mode that we did use to overtake on the highway, and it's quite fun experience, but that does deplete your range. So I'd rather keep it in the regular mode, and it has ample power, and the driving experience is definitely rewarding. As compared to the competition, I really think this Tata Sierra EV drives way better, and the competition right now is quite limited, but they do have the edge offering an all-wheel drive system. And my takeaways is that this car is a real fun driving experience in spite of the fact that it's an EV. It really propels you, gets you that instant torque, which is kind of addictive. You get used to being pinned back into the seat, and overall the product has definitely ticking a whole lot of boxes. And as you can see, we really had some fun taking this car off-road. And personally, I really felt that it had a sense of rally essence to it, as you sort of felt you were driving a rally car on that surface. It felt planted off-road, as the center of gravity is kind of low, given the advantage that is all electric vehicle, the battery pack's low. So you have a nice stable feeling when driving off-road. And the best part of driving off-road, it's silent and you can really enjoy the environment around you. Now just looking at this car, you can see how much fun that we've had with it, and the terrain has been slushy mud, and being an electric car, you have an instant torque that can pull you out of any sticky situation, and that credit has to go to the electric motors, which have that instant torque, and about 500 Newton meters of torque is available to you. The Sierra really champions off-roading, and given its all-wheel drive setup, now you can really take it out and about. We'll need a lot more time with this car to take it and actually check out all its capabilities, but stay tuned for that. Charging times are definitely following. We have the Sierra EV with us. We've had a whole bunch of fun driving it on the highway roads, some off-road tracks, and it's been a great fun car to drive. It's an all-wheel drive car, but now it's time to charge the car. Now I'm just going to plug this in right here. And let me tell you some fun facts. Now, Tata Motors claim in just 15 minutes you can add 250 kilometers of range to this very electric vehicle. Now, that's pretty impressive. Moving on, it can go from 10% state of charge to 80% state of charge in just 30 minutes. That goes to show you how fast EV charging times are dropping. And it's also infrastructure like this that is being deployed. You have to give it to Tata Motors for really increasing their commitment towards electric vehicles. We've had a whole bunch of fun driving the Sierra EV off-road, and it has a whole bunch of different driving modes that you can use for different type of terrain. We've tried the mud and ruts, we've tried the sand mode, and we've tried a whole bunch of other features. We've had a whole bunch of fun driving the Sierra EV in and around Coimbatore. We got to experience it on track and even off-road. Now on track, we really got to experience the performance and power that the Sierra EV offers. And what my takeaway is that the amount of torque that this offers, almost 500 Newton meters of torque, really pushes you back into the seat. And what stood out to me as well was the way it handles. Having the battery pack down below really allows it to tackle the track, and we were on a racetrack, we were on course in Coimbatore, and it was really handling quite well. Now let's move on to the off-road aspect, which is one thing that really stood out to me and a unique selling point for this Sierra EV. It's got quad-wheel drive. That means it's got a motor on each axle and allows you to really take it to some challenging off-road terrain. We had some fun drifting it around in the mud. Tata Motors did set up some ruts and axle articulation and all. It performed quite well. We'll actually have to take it for a proper trail this monsoon, a nice off-road trail, and put it to the test. We had a very limited amount of time, but we really had some fun with this car. And the Sierra EV ticks a whole lot of boxes. And given its position in the market, it's the only electric SUV that offers all-wheel drive in this particular segment. Its rivals don't have all-wheel drive, and that's a big advantage for this. Now you will have to tell us what you think about the initial impressions for the Sierra.EV in the comments below, and stay tuned for more YouTube videos from Motoring World.